Good morning, nerds. How you guys doing today? So, I am currently in Illinois. I was going to make a video yesterday when I was in Wisconsin, don't you know? Mostly so that way I could just do that joke. But no, I didn't. So today, you got just sticking with Illinois. Let's see. Currently, kind of bouncing back and forth between two books. I'm on the second to last book of the Wheel of Time series. Gonna be really sad when I finish that, because it's like I've been listening to it for a while. You know, I've been taking breaks in between. Books, so that way I don't get burnt out. But so it's taking a while. But it's like it's just such a big series to read, you know. And the other book I'm flip-flopping with is book 2 of the Hollow series by Kim Harrison. So today we're going to talk about book 1. And the first book is called Dead Witch Walking. And it was actually very much a surprise. I thought it was going to be one of those generic, urban fantasy, mystery kind of things. But no, this one actually kind of surprised me. So the basic premise is you have Rachel, and kind of a backstory for the world building is that like 40 years prior, they had what was called the Turning. Now, what ended up happening in this world is there was a virus that got out on a tomato. I know, weird. And so that kind of spread to the human population. So basically, I forget what like the number was. I think it was like 25% of humanity dies. And they're kind of noticing, oh, okay, humanity's dying, but infrastructure is still kind of staying the same. And so that's when the Enderlanders revealed themselves. And basically, it's the magical community. You know, you have, and what's really cool is it mostly seems to be like European. I haven't really heard anything that points to something like, you know, African or anything or any other like mythology. It mostly just seems to be like the popular like Western European folklores. You know, because you had a leprechaun that made an appearance. They talked vampires, witches, warlocks, which according to the books, witches and warlocks can be either sex. It's just a degree of, what they're able to do. So, basically, warlocks do really basic, like not charms, but like potion making, I think. And then witches are, able to actually make more powerful, like, spells and stuff. So, so that was actually very interesting. So anyway, in this world you have this agency. It is INS. It's the Enderlander something services. I forget what the N stands for. I think it's like National Service or something like that. But basically, they're the sort of recognized police force of Enderlanders. So. And basically, when you start to work for them, you kind of sign a contract, and and you basically work until the contract is paid off. If you quit early, apparently they send assassins after you, and that's kind of one of the premises of the book. You have the main character Rachel, who has been given some really like crappy runs lately. Like she's a talented witch, but lately they've just been giving her, really just crappy stuff to do, stuff that usually their interns take care of. So it's really not worthy of her skills, and she's tired of it. So she talks to her friend Ivy, who's a vampire, and she also talks to a pixie, Jinx, who's, kind of their a surveillance agent for INS. So she talks to them about quitting, and Ivy decides to quit with her. So the two of them quit together, and they decide to start up their own, do their own runs and start up their own agency. And obviously, and like I said, that doesn't go over too well. So now Rachel has to dodge assassins. Ivy's good. Ivy was rich, so she was able to just pay off what she owed. So now Rachel has to try to figure out what she can do that would get INS off her back. And so she sets her sights on trying to prove that a local rich guy is guilty of something, and his name is Trent McNamara, I think his name is. And so she tries to infiltrate his compound and try to get dirt on him, and a bunch of hijinks ensues. And it was just a really good read. The woman who narrates the book, Marguerite, however you pronounce it, Gavin, Marguerite Gavin, and she does a really good job with the voices. And yeah, it was just a really pleasant listen to. I really like the fact that they're not. I really hope that they kind of stick to one area of folklore and fantasy, rather than just say, okay, all fantasy is true. Because unfortunately, when that happens, it kind of makes it seem over bloated, but at the same time, they tend not to focus on the other ones. You know, or they'll throw one out, and it's like, it just seems so odd that, you know, all of it's supposed to be out there, but you're only dealing with, you know, these. So, really kind of hoping they just kind of stick with what they have so far. Well, the area that they have so far. Yeah. So, I lost my train of thought. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kind of yawned a few seconds ago, and it's like, that just completely shocked my brain, had my brain shut down. God, tired. I did sleep good last night, but, like, I could sleep more. So, what was I thinking of? Yeah. Anyway, it had good action. It had good action. Unfortunately, though, there were like a couple of issues in terms of it kind of does this, and I've noticed this in a lot of books. It has this case where they're doing something, and they have a partner, and the partner is in the same room with them as they're trying to do something. And they're running into problems, and you're kind of like wondering, where's the partner? They're right there. Why are they not helping? And they're not really explaining what's taking the partner so long to jump in. You know, I hate it when books do that, because like, it doesn't make any sense. The timing of things needs to make sense. You know? So I really like the characters. Rachel's awesome. She's kind of sassy, but does take things seriously, and she's not overpowered. You know, you kind of find that sometimes with some of these books, you know, like, oh, they have this secret hidden power that they don't want to reveal to anyone, and it just seems like in this case, I mean, technically she kind of does, but it's a power, but it's not anything that doesn't seem to be too stupid email notifications, but it doesn't seem to be too out there, you know. And throughout the course of the story, she gains a new kind of fear of vampires, especially Ivy. Apparently, living together with a vampire in this world, not exactly easy. And for the love of Pete, emails, go away. So, one of the downsides of using my phone. But yeah, and then I love the main bad guy, Trent McNamara, because he is just you don't really know, like, he is evil, but at the same time you have to but we don't know what he is. I have a prediction though. I'll talk about that prediction when I talk about book 2 to give you guys a chance to read this. But yeah, I have a prediction of Trent McNamara, what he is. But yeah, but yeah, he is evil, but he's kind of a suave evil, you know. And so I've always kind of liked bad guys that were like that, you know. And I like Jenks. Jenks is fun. He's the pixie. He's really sarcastic, and I am going to start shooting these damn emails. But yeah, he's really sarcastic. He's fun. The narrator does a great job with his voice, and he's probably one of my he's probably my favorite character of the group. So, yeah. So that would be it. Dead Witch Walking by Kim Harrison, book 1 of the Hollows series. Give it a read, give it a try. I thought it was really good. I'm actually trying to work like I said, I'm bouncing back and forth between book 2 and the next book in the Wheel of Time series. I want to just binge the last 2 books of the Wheel of Time series, so I might just do that. So it might be a minute before I talk about the next book. If I can freaking stay awake, God. Oh, yeah, Jesus. I can't seem to stay awake today. So, anyway, just checking messages, see if Dispatch got back to me about anything. So yeah, you guys be good, have fun, give this book a listen to, and I will catch you all later.